question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass.
What?
Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome? Huh? As long as we're in the game world, blah, blah, blah. So what did I lure and how did I do it? The same outcome as the killing school life would have been a pain in the ass. Are you saying that you lured Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya here? Is that what you're trying to say? The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method. Okay, so or is she talking about the first one? To try connecting those dots, there should be an answer there. Oh my gosh, logic dive. Okay, at least it's this one. This one is easy, but I'm glad it's this one when I don't understand what we're even talking about. Definitely best this way. Okay, along a straight line of nothingness. And more nothingness. Kind of weird how I can, oh, I guess I missed that one. Kind of weird how I can control myself midair, but this isn't real anyways, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Who did Junko Nishima want to lure? The Future Foundation? Hope Speak Academy's headmaster. The headmaster was already there. So the Future Foundation? Hope Speak Academy headmaster was already at the place. Was already at Hope Speak Academy, so she wouldn't have to lure him. Okay. So she wanted to lure the Future Foundation so she could destroy them? Is that what we're getting at? Or convert them to despair? Darn it. Going a little too fast. Oh boy. Okay, now this is getting harder. I think I have to pay some attention here. Ooh, okay. What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? The killings. Or Junko herself? No, the killings. Although I'm sure Junko herself is reason enough for them to go there and try to get rid of her. Ah! Ah! Okay, this is not ideal. This is ah! Pay attention. Go straight. Right in between. Okay. Okay. This is fun. Definitely a more complicated one. Makes sense since it's the final one, probably, maybe. What did Junko use to force them to watch the killing? Surveillance cam. Oh, surveillance Carmel? Surveillance Gamera? Wow, this one's this is a weird one. Okay, and that should be it. I would think. And the end. Alright, well, I did pretty horribly there, but it's fine. We made it.
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras.
Okay, so in the end, she was talking about the first killing game and how they lured people there to try to rescue you or try to rescue everyone and then murdered them with a artillery or something.
You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
Now, my question is, who is actually part of the Future Foundation? Who was leading the Future Foundation before Makoto? Well, I guess Makoto and the others aren't even leading it now, but who actually leads the Future Foundation?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school.
Mm-hmm.
You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ah, okay, so instead of luring the Future Foundation, she lured Makoto and Kyoko and everybody.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation?
Okay, so not just Makoto, just everybody
What
in the
shall I
Future
do?
Foundation.
I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
I want to know what those disgraceful things are. What are you talking about? Alright then. So... what was I gonna say before she interrupted with that line? Broadcasting to every member of the Future Foundation. Yeah, so everybody was watching this. Okay, I don't remember what I was going to say, but it's fine.
I'll never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
It's alright. I mean, according to what they're saying, you will forget everything. You'll forget everything, and then you're going to wake up and be the ultimate despair again.
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
that would have killed everyone, likely.
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again until it was finally possible for us to enter the program.
And that was probably Junko's doing. Junko probably finally allowed you to enter the program.
Just a short time ago.
Yep.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
What do you mean this time? We stopped it last time, too.
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
So our true target was the other people all along. They really are side characters.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
So Junko is talking about how everybody always treated them as side characters and looked down on them. She's doing the same thing as all those people that she said try to look down on everybody and be all high and mighty. She's exactly the same way. She's also like overconfident and just treating people as side characters for the sake of her own goals. She's really not that much different than the people she's talking about.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
What do you mean chose to play this game? Did they actually choose?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we...
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will. But that's precisely the truth.
Huh? But I thought they were ultimate despair at the time. They wouldn't want that. Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program.
chose to be instigators. You mean they did this on their own free will because they wanted... What? As in, like, to help Junko? When you chose to play this game is a fight between the future. So they already knew that they were fighting for Junko by entering the game?
To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
I see.
That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was a specific one of them or if it was all of them together.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, well, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
But I think she's right. I think it probably was them that put Junko's virus into here in the first place.
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious.
Now they're just
If you don't
talking past
initiate
each other
the
at this
shutdown,
point.
Those future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
She keeps saying about how they're actually faking it and they're actually full of despair, and then they talk about how they're not actually full of despair, and they're just talking past each other at this point.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
It has to be, an observer has to okay it, right? The other requirement is teacher's final decision.
I see. As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
Yep, so we need to use this alternative method, otherwise we will never escape. To participate in the graduation program, you need my position as your acting teacher, you know? Although, would Junko really want that? What would Junko actually want if she did fail? Or no, not if she did fail. If everyone was trapped here. She eventually wants to get out of here herself. She doesn't want to remain trapped in here either. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote? After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
Well, that's what she does. She loves talking.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
No, she was counting on you not backing down, though.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
But why? Like, for all of your other plans, there was a reason to not do, there was a reason to press graduate, is what I'm trying to say, for all of your other plans that you're trying to trick us into. But what's the trick with this one? I don't see a reason why we wouldn't do the shutdown. Sure, everybody's gonna revert to the ultimate despair, but it seems like that's fine?
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Anime feel like he will.
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
But if they don't initiate the shutdown, they are gonna go back to being the ultimate despair anyways. They'll be trapped in here forever. What is that if not despair?
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
Yep, he's got that ultimate hope.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to line like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
What are you talking about, Junko? This is basically the same tactic she tried last time. Why does she think it's gonna work again, work at this time?
Do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Huh?
Mastermind?
Nagito, maybe?
Mastermind. Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective... What? You mean, she's talking about herself. You shouldn't make her be the mastermind because she's the last one who appears. That's true. In the first game, we've seen her before, so it would be weird. But for her to appear now and suddenly say, I'm the mastermind, would be weird if you didn't play the first game.
But I always fell into
Not that
the
you would do
pattern,
that. I don't
so
know why
I
anyone
was
would do
kinda
that.
worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Oh, here we go. Is it going to be Nagito?
Izuru Kamakura?
The actual mastermind. That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. That shouldn't be all he was. That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, the person was, on the magazine, the founder of the Academy. That's what it said, right?
I see. Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy?
Supposedly.
It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Yeah, see, that's the weird thing. It seems like there's two separate people.
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura.
It's great to have Kyoko back. It really is.
It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
That incident. You're talking about the murder of the students in the top floor of the dorms.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
So I have another theory. So I believe that Nagito is Izuru Kamakura, but I feel like the reason why Makoto was picked to go to Hope's Peak Academy was because he was related to Izuru Kamakura. And they had already realized at that point that Izuru Kamakura was not going to be the Ultimate Hope. So they needed actual Ultimate Hope to replace him. And that's why they picked Makoto. It wasn't actually random. It wasn't actually in the lottery that he won. That's my next theory that I just came up with. So I think that Nagito is Izuru, and Makoto is like related to him, like Izuru was his older brother or something. And that's why we didn't see him at. That's why we didn't see him in that recording of his family, because he was already in college at that point.
However, that prodigious student ended up killing
Or
13
high school or
student
whatever.
council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
But is that supposed to be him right there? I don't think so.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
What? Hajime? Huh?
What? I am. What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Okay, I mean, Hajime was weird because he's the only one that survived the reserve course. But I always thought that it would be Nagito. What does it mean for Hajime to be Izuru Kamakura? That means that he's really skilled at everything? Have we really seen that from Hajime? Not really. He's actually been normal. So how is he ultimately skilled at everything? Okay, I don't know if Junko's telling the truth here, but it's all we have to go on for now.
Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
I guess that's one way of explaining it to us until we understand, but he's an old man at this point. They said that they rescued 15 students, right? Izuru Kamakura would not be a student at this point. He's an ancient person. This can't be right, and Makoto would know this. Makoto would understand that the body that he put in there was like an old man's body. Unless that thing I said about like forcefully like aging himself was true. Huh?
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? What? Reserved for in tragedy, tragic killing, school life, remnant. What am I proving here? Visions of Nagito, maybe?
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's
Maybe.
name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Yeah, this is a lot of last minute plot twists.
That might be Izuru.
What am I supposed to be saying here? I'm the ultimate hope? Then the current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope's Peak Academy do to me? Change his memories?
Good news, Hajime.
What? Yeah, brutally murdered. Do I need to present the tragedy? I don't know what I'm doing here. The founder. Visions of Nagito? Origins? I don't know what to say here.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity.
Hide Izuru's identity.
Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be Created Hope?
Created hope.
It might be Izuru.
What does he mean by created hope? It could be created hope. I think that's the line I need to agree with somehow.
Good news.
What do you mean it could be created hope?
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student,
Hope cultivation
he had
plan?
a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
Reserve department. Let me check those two. Hope cultivation plan and reserve department. Okay. Then hope cultivation plan. Attempted to create true hope by consolidating the results of all their research. I think that's it.
That's such an amazing
So
talent
we
like
are a culmination of the results of their research?
Then Hajime's name.
There's no doubt I'm Hajime. I've always had that name ever since.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute.
Could it be Created Hope?
That must
Okay. So what does this mean, though? What does this mean for Hajime?
Are you talking about the Hope cultivation plan?
Because he was a failed hope creation plan. He ended up causing all those murders, right? Well, I guess all of us were the ultimate despair, so it's all the same, right? But
Hope cultivation plan. What is that?
and what bearing does this have on everything? Sure, he's Izuru Kamakura, but everyone here, except for of course the Byakuya and Makoto and whatever, all of them were ultimate despair, so they've all done horrible things. So knowing that he's Izuru Kamakura, sure, that's cool and all, but that doesn't change anything. We still need to do the shutdown, right? This doesn't change things. Unless Hajime is gonna somehow now realize that, oh no, I should be the ultimate despair.
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates.
Okay, so the main goal of Hope's Peak Academy wasn't actually to train the ultimates for the school or for like going into the world. It was actually to research those ultimates. Interesting. And then basically gather up all their abilities into one person?
Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Okay. So Izuru Kamakura was the founder, and so Hajime is not Izuru Kamakura. He's just the result of the project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
That's a weird way to call it, calling them lab rats for something like this, because it sounds like they want to give them a whole bunch of abilities and train them up really well. Would you call a student a lab rat because you're trying to train them to do something like... That doesn't make any sense. It's I feel like that wording is misleading from Junko, but you know, what else would you expect from Junko? It's like if you're teaching somebody, I don't know, working on how to work on a car, or you're teaching somebody welding, and by teaching them welding, it's like, oh, you're a lab rat because I'm using you to create somebody who's gonna be good at welding. Like, what?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
Create talent artificially. That's called training. What are you talking about?
From that group of reserve corps students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy.
Well, he chose to, right?
They exploited your feelings of admiration toward Hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
If we're gonna talk about somebody whose ability is to exploit feelings, then Junko's the one.
See?
Junko's the one
tell you?
here.
The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
Yeah, how exactly was he transformed? Was it just training, or was it like a more fundamental level that he was changed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius.
So they had to, what, rewire his brain or something?
So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata.
Let me see, what is this? They put like some sort of stuff in his skull and spun it around. Basically, they did like a lobotomy or something? Is that what it's trying to say? Then they go 3 centimeters from the middle of the head towards the right side, and they drill down. Oh, this text is actually readable. The warning comes something to the economy. Escalating tensions between the government has I have been homes, cars, and has led to no debt. The prompted. This text doesn't have anything to do with the images. Sydney, Monday, in shareholder in favor of its 2.2 billion shares in favor of its 2.2 billion Australian tensions between the United States and North Korea. The North on Monday, something South Korean markets at least test bite 5 times the amount of something missile have been. Yeah, and then there's a repeat. That text, I don't know who else has tried reading that text, but that text has absolutely nothing to do with the images. It's about South Korea and North Korea and tensions with the United Nations and the economy. So, Junko, I think you might have made a little bit of a mistake on this one.
Into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close.
Well, but what Hope's Peak Academy did to him didn't turn him into the ultimate despair. So, sure, the Hope's Peak Academy did a lot of stuff to him, but did he volunteer for this stuff?
Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand.
You're one to talk, Junko. What are you talking about? She's so, what's the word? I don't know what the word is.
I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Okay, so you just like that they did that.
By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
Still, that's Hope's Academy. That's not the Future Foundation, though, right?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Yeah, maybe if it worked out.
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Well, no, he clearly is still Hajime because Hajime is here. So, what you're saying is like everybody there is a completely different person. They're all the ultimate despair. But the point was that they were going to revert, right?
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
But then how did we extract the him that he is now and put it into this game if that him that exists now doesn't exist? It has to still exist in him somewhere.
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies. He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's
Well,
why it's
all
so
of you
surprising
sound
that
like you're a
Hajime even
completely different
exists here at
person.
all, even if he's just an avatar.
That's why it's surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's surprising. He's here, which proves that he still exists.
The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He'll disappear.
Disappear?
I don't think he'll disappear any more than everybody else will disappear, though.
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm going to disappear? Disappear. Disappear, disappear! Uh-oh, we're disappearing. Uh-oh. Oh no! What now? Is he actually disappearing? Oh! So, yeah, Hajime was indeed the one to talk to Nagito, and he was talking to Nagito as Izuru Kamakura. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Okay, so that's true. He wasn't able to participate in what's coming up because he's not the same person as Hajime. And Hajime is the one that was actually getting added to the game. Although it doesn't look like anything is visibly too wrong with Hajime's body except for the glowing eyes. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason to meet again. After all, you're boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You don't really play along, do you? Calm down there, Hajime. Okay, so, well, I think we basically confirmed at this point, Hajime is Izuru Kamakura. And Nagito is not. Still have the question, who's Nagito?
Hajime?
Still feel like he's more important.
Was that me? No, that's not me.
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Brought the virus into the world. That's what she meant.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
Yep, okay.
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
Uh-oh. He's gonna despair. Because he has to sacrifice himself either. He's basically already dead at this point. So sure, he could shut down the help shut down the program, and then he would revert back to being his other self. But either way, wow, I don't know what to say.
No way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
So he's already condemned to death. I do? Unless he chooses to stay here. But now he's becoming the despair again. I already know how I can be saved. Choose graduate, choose repeat, become the blackened, submit to Junko. I mean, she wants to say choose graduate or choose repeat or something, but become the blackened. Okay, fine. Submit to Junko and pretend. No, okay, I guess I can't. Repeat. No. Oh, fine. Fine, I guess we have to graduate. I guess we have no choice.
I just need to choose graduate then.
No! Don't lose hope now! That's what Makoto, you need to say don't lose hope now. This is the part where you do that, right?
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body.
So Hajime's gonna replace Izuru Kamakura is what she's saying? She'll allow that, but he'll still be despair.
So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless, happy ending.
But everybody else dies, right? Or no, everybody else becomes the Junko is what happens. Yeah, everyone else becomes Junko.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is,
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, they could have just killed all the ultimate despairs like the Future Foundation was saying they should, and that would have avoided this problem, but...
What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
Is that how you feel, Junko? The world was happy all around you, but it was meaningless because you yourself weren't happy, you were full of despair? So you decided to give despair to everybody?
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for?
Yeah, he doesn't have much reason to do this, but for the sake of his friends. Doesn't he? What about your friends, Hajime? What about the people around you? Although it is asking him to sacrifice his life for everybody.
For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
What are you talking about? Mahiru. For Mahiru, she appreciated everybody. What about for, Chiaki? What about for, I don't know what else?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
Yeah, but I think those words aren't gonna be enough.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
Well, it's who they were. It's their past. That's like saying, oh, you're dead. So, but you need to, I don't know what the right analogy is, but it's like, yeah, they have to deal with it. It's because it's something that they caused themselves as well. Well, I guess Junko is the one who's truly behind it. Junko is the one who caused it. She's the one who's responsible. But still, these people were the remnants of the ultimate despair. They were despairs themselves. So, yeah, when they make decisions, those decisions have consequences. When they choose to cut off their arm and replace it with a Junko arm, yeah, you have to accept that because that's something that you did. You can't say like, oh, actually, I don't want to accept that and feel that that's reasonable. No, you have to accept the things that you've done yourself.
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way.
She keeps changing it over and over again.
As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories.
Oh, she just keeps changing it over and over again.
And everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
So now she's changing it so that everybody who's alive gets to live and still be themselves. And then she takes over all the dead bodies.
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us? You're telling us to decide?
So, do all 8 people have to do this? Or is it... No, yeah, I think all of us have to.
Damn it.
I don't think it can be just be a majority.
Like this.
Oh, well, here we go.
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember the reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but... I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into
Doomed.
ultimate despair,
You won't see Peko one more time.
the future
It's too late.
foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault.
There's nothing to
They're
shoot.
the ones who stuck us in this messed up world.
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know.
We're reaching the end
but-
here.
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
I can't shoot it. I don't know what I do. Graduate or shut down? The world or me? Hope or despair? They're telling us to choose? Choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose? His fuses have blown. He short-circuited. Uh-oh.
I can't do it.
Huh? You can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just
Uh-oh.
too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
This ain't good.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
Uh-oh.
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan.
But the first time it did go according to your plan, did it?
Well,
When you
since
got
I
killed?
have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens.
Oh?
Well, I can say that, but the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too.
Are we just gonna exist here then? For all eternity?
As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it.
What? As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it? But it seems like you always have been yearning for despair. You've always been hoping for despair. It's kind of weird. Or is this like you figuring out the meaning to your life and the actual thing you should be doing is not to yearn for despair, so you don't have to hope for despair? Like what?
So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever and
Uh-oh.
ever and 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 ever.
Yay! Oh. Uh-oh. Everything went negative. Game over. What? Huh?
All right.
Nihil?
The game reset.
What?
And with this, the world will
This is
continue
broken.
to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
No! What am I doing? I don't know. What are we doing?
Right. A game reset.
And with this, the world...
An eternal game utopia.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
No, it's not.
That is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us.
Yes, would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
No. She just said that she's gonna be with us forever and ever.
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability.
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki. Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
If you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself? After all this time?
Oh yeah, because he's the ultimate imposter. But what was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending. Yay!
Right. A game reset.
No! No!
And with this, the
Is this
world will
really the
continue to
end?
loop.
Is this really the end?
Eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Is this really how it
I
works?
guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master.
Is this really the end of the game?
Yes.
It ends in an
And with
eternal
this,
loop?
Junko's gone.
All right.
I'm gonna showcase my
This is terrible.
Leave the BGM.
Hey, can I take a picture?
Want to be awed
This
by the
can't be
sight of-
right.
I've prepared you a
If you get...
Should I
Must be
begin
something I
with a
can do.
That's not it.
Ah!
You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Part of the game? What?
All right.
And with this, the world.
An
Oh.
eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I guess
no,
it's fine to stay like this for a
Chiaki
while.
isn't one of us.
Yay. Yes. There's...
And with
Is
this,
she
Junko-
gonna interfere?
I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the BGM.
Hey, can I take a picture?
Want to be awed by the sight of... I've prepared you a
If you...
Should I begin with a brief? That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
What was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending. I wanted this.
All right. A game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
Yay! Continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
This is very reminiscent of the Sumeru Archon quest of Genshin Impact.
Yes, there's no way I would
If anybody watching this knows what I'm talking about.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right. Let's party.
This is clearly going somewhere.
Showcase my full cooking.
Just leave the BGM.
Hey,
Chiaki.
Want to be awed by the sight... I've prepared you a...
If you...
should I begin with a That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
What? So now what am I supposed to do? You guys aren't part of the game.
All right. A game reset.
And with this, the world.
An eternal game utopia.
Is that what I did? What? Okay, apparently I did something. I did something. Dot dot dot.
Who are you?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose.
I mean, for someone like you.
Seriously, I've had enough. I'm tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up?
Yeah, but that's all stuff Junko said. You can't trust her about with anything.
You don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
She's fine with that, I think. That was her purpose. She She did what Hajime cannot do. She sacrificed herself for all of us. So...
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear.
Yeah, your actions still had meaning.
As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
Exactly. And you, Hajime, are preventing that from happening. You said it yourself. There's... Everybody here has made a lot of sacrifices. Are you really gonna have it, none of it have any meaning at all?
You're right.
You're gonna throw all their sacrifices in the trash?
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Yeah, you're supposed to be decisive.
Huh?
Make a decision already.
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
You don't know that for sure. You don't know if maybe you volunteered for this stuff.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world.
Yeah, this is new Hajime.
So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Hey, Chiaki. Can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create one? What other future can we possibly create right now?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game.
Ah, true, we're
You guys don't have to
players.
just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
You're saying that we should have more power than Junko in this world ourselves.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything.
And that is...
I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
Just do it? What are you talking about?
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Let's see.
Help?
How so? So it seems like she is alive at some respect.
No talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much.
This is our
I don't want to disappear.
Izuru Kamakura person.
I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway.
Yeah, these are Izuru's
There's no
thoughts.
way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Create the future. Okay. This is me? Is this really me? So uncool. It's totally uncool. Yeah, it's a version of you that just thinks about themselves. It seems like the Izuru Kamakura doesn't want to be part of the Future Foundation or the Ultimate Despair. They don't believe in anything except for themselves.
I have no talent at all.
That doesn't work?
I have no talent at all.
Wait, what am I supposed to do here?
I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
Wait, no?
I have no talent. I was even betrayed by. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares? Well, I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be. There's no way we can. It's the future found. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, you should even be able to create the future.
Create the future? Is that what I shoot at everything?
I have no talent at all.
Ah! Okay.
I was even betrayed by the academy. I don't want to disappear.
Apparently we do want to disappear. And we are Izuru Kamakura.
Who cares what will happen to
And we do cares.
I don't want to sacrifice myself.
And we do want to sacrifice ourselves.
It's not like I'll be appreciated.
And we will be appreciated.
There's no way we can beat Junko.
And we can beat Junko.
It's the Future Foundation's fault.
And it's Junko's fault.
Even so, not mine. Even
And it
so,
is ours.
I can't choose the future.
And we can choose the future.
Even so,
Don't lose hope now! She's floating!
No matter what kind of
Ah!
future
Her
it
mouth is moving!
As long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear.
That's freaky. This is the scariest thing we've seen all game so far. This is scarier than Junko. I'm sorry.
Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless.
It's floating ghost Chiaki. But yes, it will not be meaningless.
If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future. Even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
Forgot to say what? Awaken? What? Can't lose hope? And the memories we made... If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died. If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again. I want to see Pekka one more time. Oh, this is everyone's thoughts. If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right? This is your responsibility since you're the ones who fell into despair. Not my responsibility. Have we read these before? I don't think we have. The Future Foundations. No, I think we have. They're both... Whoa, and the conclusion will never be reached. Okay. Awaken! Awaken! Awaken, my masters! Dun, 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 dun. Okay, JoJo's reference?
Why everyone died. If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy
Awaken
will start
faster!
once again.
Awaken faster!
Echo one more time.
Awaken faster!
We turn back into ultimate despair. We might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility.
Now we have to shoot a blank
You're
at
the ones who
Junko.
fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the
Oh,
future
everyone's got those despair eyes. Look at that.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
What? Store power?
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember.
Apparently I need to store power to
Why everyone died.
fire at them. I don't know why, but I have to.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the future.
It's taking a while to get this star power going.
They're both hope and they're both despair.
Or this to store this power.
A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
Store faster!
You can't lose hope.
Store faster!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will
Come
not
on.
even remember why everyone died.
Come on. Oh, wait, I just hold down. I don't click. I'm an idiot. I just hold down. Oh my gosh.
Tragedy will start once again.
That's so much easier.
I want to see Becca
What was I
one more
doing?
time.
Future. We've gathered a future.
Lose hope.
If the memories
What?
we made here disappear, I will
Ah!
not even remember why everyone
I'm destroying it.
If we don't rid
I'm
the
killing
world,
them.
The tragedy will start once.
No, we're killing Kyoko too.
Turn back into we might be killed by the
This is your responsibility.
Everyone is being destroyed by the future.
Future Foundation.
They're both hope and they're both. A conclusion will never be.
Ah!
No, that's wrong.
He's got the Izuru Kamakura eyes. He's become one with his other self and overcome it.
There won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too.
He's gone Super Saiyan.
I don't know what kind of future awaits us.
This is such a crazy ending to this whole game. This game has been a lot more what's the word, abstract than the first game for sure, which makes sense, but
Our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
he's a new person. He's Hajime and Izuru, so like Hajizuru, I guess.
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
Come on, Juko, you should be used to this. You should be used to your plans failing at this point.
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata.
There we go. Oh, this thing. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. This sucks. I always forget how this works. Future. Okay.
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is going to continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Advance.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Retreat.
damn it.
Done it.
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is going to continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Okay.
Even
We
so,
advance. Now do I just have to
You don't have to
slash everything? Retreat. I still don't get it. Crap. The good news is I can re-heal myself.
You yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is going to continue for. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
I can't back down.
Oh. Okay. I advanced
Even
apparently.
so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again.
Okay. You get him. You get him, Hajime. But whatever it is we're doing, yeah, you got it.
I don't want anything. You have no argument.
I don't know why I'm missing or not missing, honestly, with this thing most of the time.
Just give up already. A miracle won't happen.
All right, I'm just doing this.
This crappy feeling. I I don't want anything. Mizuru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not hope. I don't want to lose anything. The future will make you suffer. You have no argument. I don't want anything.
I'm glad we have infinite stuff.
There's no hope. Just give up already.
See, like, I'm constantly missing.
This crappy feeling. I don't want anything.
I don't know how I'm missing or how I'm not missing most of the time, honestly.
You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up
But
already.
it's fine. It's
You
fine.
won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything.
Wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Did Chiaki say that with us? No, that's wrong.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down.
Huh? But
He's shocking everybody into agreeing with him is what he's doing. He's so like powered up that nobody can deny him.
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown
No,
sequence,
that's wrong. You just need to yell at him really loud and be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll shut it down.
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
what are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
I mean, it happened for Makoto and Kyoko and everybody, it seems.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
And then there's the title screen theme for Danganronpa 1.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else.
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it.
You saw the future?
When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. Like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime?
It was probably who? Don't end your sentence there.
The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Uh-oh, they're filled with hope.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out. But
At least they'll be able to choose for themselves once they're out of this place.
I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff. If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now.
That's your reason for doing it?
If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
Well, everybody else is doing it, so I guess I might as well too.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
No, they're throwing themselves out of the depths of despair. What are you talking about? And again, Junko Noshima, you've seen this happen before. This should be nothing new to you.
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible. That can't be hope. It's not even despair.
What is that supposed to mean? It can't be hope because it's not even despair? What are you talking about? Also, it seems like the Izuru Kamakura project did work after all. He's eventually become the ultimate hope, as they wanted him to be.
What is this?
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
Gotta thank Chiaki. End of trial. Alright, well, we did pretty well. B. Yeah, we did alright. Well, I think that's the whole game on mean difficulty now. All done. Assuming that's the very end. See if there's anything else. You never know.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right? This is just the beginning, right?
Well, I mean, there's more games, so...
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Oh! Monomi's back! What? Squish! No? Okay. So this is the shutdown plan? He powers up Monomi again? Bonk. This is the weirdest fight scene so far. Ah, yes, use the rainbow power. Been trapped by rainbow powers. And of course, they didn't forget to add in the jiggle physics, because why would they? Oh, she became a puzzle. Oh. And end? Are we actually going to see what happens when they wake up? Because I would really love that to be the case. But last game we didn't get anything like that, so... Yes, it's very funny, Junko. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's very funny. I mean, she was very happy that her plans failed last time. She enjoyed the despair.
Man.
Yeah.
This is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again.
So, my question is, this should be the end of Junko, once again. But from the beginning of Danganronpa 0, I'm pretty sure we learned that Junko was somehow actually still alive, like the physical Junko. But then also, people have took parts of her body. So that doesn't make any sense either. Did they actually take parts of Mukuro's body? Did she switch them again? Did Junko actually survive, then switch her dead body with Mukuro's again, and then people like cut off Mukuro's arms and put them on themselves and thinking it was Junko? Is that what's going on here? I don't know. Obviously, don't tell me anything in the comments. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually.
How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back.
Unless it's something I should understand at this point, obviously.
Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know?
Living in the shadows of past memories? What? Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories, it's too sad. Living in the shadows of past memories? You mean your despair is that you're living in the shadows of the real Junko, and you can never match up to the real Junko because you're just an AI? Is that what you're saying? And that's really sad?
But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
That is just so hopeless.
That's a weird audio effect. So she's saying she didn't want to hope for despair, but she was programmed
What was that
to?
just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
I mean, that's what we did, Byakuya.
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
What are they talking about? They're gonna get out of here, right?
Man.
Okay.
It's collapsing.
Seems like they got out safe. I was worried that Makoto and Byakuya and Kyoko, I was worried that they would be stuck in here since, I don't know, since that wasn't part of the plan or something.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
At least we still got our little Nekomaru here.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's
Makes sense.
But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
Alright, well, they're all gonna awaken, but... He's staring into my soul. So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. Can't help feeling scared, so scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
And you disappear.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget.
That's too bad she's the one who's truly disappearing in all of this.
I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
The bright screen. Game over. Oh, it's frozen. Chapter 6. Is that because we're in a cryo chamber? No. Wait. This is the end. Goodbye to Academy of Despair. End. Oh. Ah! No! It's back to white again! No! I'm a gamer. I don't live in the light. What is this? Okay, there we go. What? What is it? Giant cell phone. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to save my progress. I don't know why. I don't know if there's anything after this, but save my progress. And so the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality. It's about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Real. Smaller than the biggest, most smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. But what about Makoto and Byakuya and Kyoko? They still remember what happened in there, don't they? As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave anytime.
They finished the preparations. Is this before they set out on the boat, or?
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me, so I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
Okay, so this is afterwards.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
Ah, right. I forgot they're all brain dead.
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
Well, I guess we'll see.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
But it's not zero, right? So there's still hope.
No, the possibility isn't a problem.
Everyone's looking nice in their suits.
Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
Yep, and that is hope.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
But strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
Yeah, I suppose. Now I do wonder where Hina is, where Hiro is, and where Toko is in all this. Because they all escaped too, right? But they're not here doing all this boat stuff.
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
Is he still as short as he was before? It looks like he's not as short, because Byakuya is supposed to be 6'2" or something, right? So it seems like Makoto has grown up.
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
Concealing it?
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the trip.
In other words, you don't have a plan.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do.
They're gonna go back to the Future Foundation?
Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished.
Yep.
We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
Yeah, there's still more remnants of despair out there, I'm sure. But no more Junkos, hopefully, maybe? Possibly? Who knows?
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Huh?
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Okay, they're talking about Toko.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
I'm really glad we actually got some visual...
So, the ordeal has ended.
I'm really glad we actually got some visual on the real world. We didn't even get any of that in the first game. We didn't actually go and see, like, physically what the real world was looking like. And I'm glad we got that kind of an epilogue where we actually do find out what happens to them a little bit. As nice as the cliffhanger of the first game was, it's good to have some closure this time around.
And from here, our daily lives have started.
And this is Hajime.
Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably gonna be a lot more difficult now.
I suppose.
There's no such thing as an answered mystery.
Yes, there is. What are you what are you talking about? You can answer plenty of mysteries. Like if I what? if it's a mystery whether or not 1 + 1 = 2, and then someone tells you that yeah, 1 + 1 does indeed equal 2. Good job. Then you know what? It's an answered mystery then.
It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well.
Suppose.
The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
But do you still have that cool hair and those glowing eyes? And what about Nagito? Can you see him?
My future.
With his
lies
Junko
here.
arm? I want to see what the other people actually look like physically. Okay, so he cut the hair. You know, that's too bad. It's kind of cool, the hair he had earlier. Epilogue, the day before the future. The day before the future? What do you mean? What's gonna happen tomorrow? Why another sunny, bright screen? Oh. Ending credits music. And the same multicolored cast text with a TV in the background. Is anything gonna show up on the TV though? No? There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, as I was saying during the trial, very good game. I understand now why people consider this game to be a step above the first game. I think people even consider this game to be a step above the third game, but of course I'll make my own determination once we get there. The characters were all unique and interesting. I still feel more attached to the characters of Danganronpa 1, but I think the main reason for that is because I've watched over 20 Let's Plays of the game. I watched too many Let's Plays of it, so I've had time to get attached to all of them by rewatching it over and over again. And I'm sure the same thing will happen as I watch Let's Plays of Danganronpa 2 as well. Although I won't be doing that until I finish the whole series, just to avoid any kind of spoilers from people in comment sections and whatnot. You know how people can be. But regardless, I really liked Mahiru, as you all know. I liked Mikan. I liked Chiaki. I liked all the characters. It'll be nice also to see more of their hangouts and to see where those go later on. And I think there is also an end of game mode, just like the first game had. I remember the first game had a different school life mode, where you made robots from Monokuma or something like that, and you could finish all your hangouts. I think this game has that as well. Let me know if I should play that or not, whether or not it's worth playing. There is one thing that I remember I still have to do, and that is see what the ending would have been if I chose the other option earlier on. If I chose to graduate immediately, if that would have done anything. So once this is all done, I'll go and do that. Man, Nagito looking real crazy there. Again, we still didn't get any true answers on him. I still feel like there was more to him than was explained. But I don't know, maybe there wasn't. It's just he was weird so early on. It's like he awoke his memories of being in Ultimate Despair super early in the game. I really like the twist of how we're all the Ultimate Despair. I think that was a really good, it's good that this game wasn't just like a copy paste of the first game. In some senses it was, but in a lot of ways they flipped things around that made it pretty intriguing. And then the whole imposter thing, the ultimate imposter thing, pretending to be Byakuya, that's not something I ever could have predicted. That threw me off, and I'm sure that's gonna throw everybody off who tries playing this game. Thinking that that's the real, because you wouldn't think that that's somebody pretending to be Byakuya. It just doesn't make sense. but I guess that's how it was. I wonder if the other games ever come back to the events of this island and we check up on what's actually happened with them. I would assume they probably don't, but I guess we'll have to see. The second one I know is called Ultimate Despair Girls, as I said, or the next one in the series. But I don't think that involves any of the characters from this game. And then Danganronpa 3, I have no clue what that's going to be. Not a single clue. So, it's all a mystery. And we'll get there when we get there. Usami, it's nice that she appeared at the end there as well. Although she didn't get any voice lines, she was able to. She got the final hit on Junko. And then Hajime, yeah, Hajime being Izuru Kamakura. Finally, so many answers. We got so many answers in this game. Now, are we gonna get another end of credit scene like we did in Danganronpa 1? Yes, yeah, arigato. Thanks, Monokuma. Sorry, Monokuma, I prefer your English voice. I'm sure some people prefer Japanese, but and I know like the voice actor for the Japanese Monokuma, at least in the first game, was somebody like really famous. Like they did like a famous voice in some shows, but I don't like it. I'm sorry, I really don't like his Japanese voice. I don't care how famous the person is. I don't care if they made like a famous voice, a famous character. Doesn't matter. I prefer the English one. And we got a Easter egg present. And we got a Usami strap. And we got so many presents. Danganronpa if or LF or IF. What? Huh? Saving again? What are we saving for? Okay, and then yeah, we got Magical Miracle Girl Monomi. Experience the battles between Monomi and the Monobeast that occurred behind the scenes. Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, so it's not the same kind of thing as the first games. Wait, alternate storyline where Monokuma lost against Usami? So there's two different... The light novel Danganronpa LF? What? There's so many extras. And what's in extras? Galleries, movies? What? Okay, so there's a lot here. Again, you guys on YouTube probably aren't, you're not going to be able to answer this in time, but hopefully my patrons will answer this in time. Is like, to what extent I should play this and read this. If you think these are interesting, I will definitely be taking a look at these next before I go on to whatever the next one I said was. The one supposedly a shooter. So yeah, there's more here than I thought there was going to be. But yeah, as I was saying before, Izuru Kamakura, that was such a mystery to me. That was something from Danganronpa 0 that was never fully explained. It was always pretty vague. So it's really cool to get that everything cleared up with all that. Like, this game is like, it filled in a lot of the blanks that Danganronpa 1 left and Danganronpa 0 left as to what started the Ultimate Despair, what happened after Danganronpa 1, like the Future Foundation, how that, like, the fact that exists, where Kyoko and everybody went. It filled in a lot of things. So I'm really glad that we got all that context, and it makes me feel a lot more prepared for the next game in this series. Because going into this game, I felt pretty unprepared and confused as to what to expect. Because the first game, like I said, ends off on such a cliffhanger, ends off with so many questions, so many unanswered questions, that you can't feel like, oh, I know what I'm getting into going to the second one. No, you can't feel that way because you don't know. There's just no way to know. And now I feel like there is more of a way to know what to expect going forward. However, oh yeah, Ultimate Despair Girls. However, since the next one is Ultimate Despair Girls, could that be a prequel, maybe, to the events of Danganronpa 1, or maybe something happens before Danganronpa 2? Like, I feel like it's, since it's called Ultimate Despair Girls, maybe it would have something to do with Junko and and the rest of the Despairs somehow. Like her and Mukuro doing stuff. But they're already dead at this point, so that can't make sense if if that happens afterwards. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I don't think I have too many more things to say. Really great conclusion to this whole game. It was a long one. It was a long conclusion trial and all of that stuff. It's like I said, it was a bit abstract as far as how you investigated and how everything played out. So it was sometimes a little bit hard to follow, but it was very entertaining to see it all play out and figure it all out. It wasn't too crazy difficult either, even on the hardest difficulty. Okay, I actually don't immediately see anything about a Danganronpa 2 ending that is like alternate or anything like that. And I don't want to look too closely at any of this because there's like a bunch of Danganronpa V3 stuff popping up in here, so I'm not going to look too closely at all this. But if there is actually a different ending that I missed from just choosing the ... option instead of like trying to graduate immediately, then be sure to let me know. Put the YouTube link in the comments or something like that, and I'll take a look at that then. But for now, I guess that's that. So yeah, I guess that's it. Great game. Really enjoyed playing through all of it. I'm glad I also got to record all of it, unlike the first game, which I don't know, watched Let's Plays of, which I really enjoyed, but it's unfortunate that I'm not able to like record a blind reaction to that or anything like that. So I'm glad that I didn't watch any Danganronpa 2 Let's Plays and was able to get my reactions to this. So now I can go watch those eventually once I'm done with the whole series. See how everybody else did. See if they were smarter than me, if they were dumber than me. That's always entertaining, right? So yeah, looking forward to maybe trying out these other modes and going on to the next game in the series after that, because we are definitely not done here. There's a lot to look forward to in the Danganronpa series and in other similar series in the future. So I hope you enjoyed watching me play through all this. I had a lot of fun playing it. Go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it a lot. Leave comments on my videos for the algorithm. I'm a tiny, minuscule channel, so every little bit of help helps. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.